welcome back to Ani's Cooking Diary. So today let's learn how to make kushka at your home very easily. So just follow my steps, you can make it a very tasty one. So let's see the ingredients. We need ghee, garam masala, salt, red chili powder, biryani leaves, clove, cardamom, cinnamon, star anise, capsicum, green chili, tomato, onion, oil and curd and biryani rice. I have soaked it in water for half an hour. So now let's get started. Let's get into the video. So I am adding ghee, and let the ghee melt. Let's add the oil. I have added 5 tablespoons of oil in it and 1 tablespoon of ghee. So let the oil get heated. So once the oil is heated, let's add 2 biryani leaves, cloves, 6 cloves, 3 pieces of cinnamon, and star anise, and now let's add the cardamom. Let's break it and add it so that you can get the flavor. And now let's mix it and let it for 2 minutes so that the masala gets into the oil very well, so you can get a good flavor. So once when you feel that all the masalas are getting into the oil, you can feel a different smell from the oil. So now once it's done, let's add the onion into it. I have added 2 onions. And let's roast the onions very well. So that the onion turns golden brown. When the onion turns golden brown, they give a really yummy flavor and a yummy taste. So if you are doing it even for biryani, see that your onion turns golden brown so that you get a very really yummy taste by the onions. And so once it's done, so you can try seeing my video at your home very easily, because I'm showing you each and every step and how much time you need to roast it and everything. I have recorded A to Z to the video till it cooked completely. I have not paused the video because so you'll not get to know how it's roasting, and also I have left the video, continue like that. And once it's done, let's add ginger garlic paste. So I have made this ginger garlic paste at home. You can even use outside, but making ginger garlic paste at home is very tasty. And now let's mix it. The thing you need to do is just add some ginger, garlic and some vinegar or lemon and mix it. Add it into a mixie jar and grind it well. That's it. So once it's done, now let's add tomatoes. And now let's give it a stir. So now into this let's add a pinch of salt so that the onion, tomato, everything gets cooked very fastly. Don't add more, just a pinch of salt is enough, so that the salt extracts a little bit of water content, so that the tomato and all gets cooked very fastly. So once the tomato gets softened, now let's add turmeric. This is optional, as turmeric is very healthy and very good for health. I'm adding it. Instead of adding artificial food colors and all, you can easily add turmeric so that it doesn't affect, you don't have any side effects or anything. If you are allergic to turmeric, don't use it. And now let's close it with a lid for some time. See, our tomato is getting very softer. So now into this let's add garam masala, red chili powder, salt, and let's mix it once. So now into this let's add chilies and finely chopped capsicum or bell pepper, and you can even add sweet corn as you wish, any vegetables. And let's give it a stir. And now let's cook the capsicum for a minute, so that capsicum gets cooked very faster, so we don't need a lot of time to cook it, so we can add it at the last. So now into this let's add some curd. So if you're allergic to curd, don't use it. If you do not use curd also, you can make it yummier. But the thing is, the reason we add curd is to get a nice gravy. So that when you add the rice and all, if it is a very gravy type, so you can mix it very well. And see the curd, and it should not have any lumps, and curd should get mixed very well into the tomatoes and all which you have made the mixture, right? So it should get mixed very well. I think you can see the difference before and now after adding the curd. See the gravy form which you are getting. You can even add podina, coriander leaves, etc. for your taste. But I don't like the flavor of mint leaves, so I don't use it a lot. So once it's done, let it rest for 2 to 3 minutes. So let's close the lid and rest it for 2 to 3 minutes. So now it's done. See, we can see the oil extracting outside once it starts boiling very well. So now into this let's add the biryani rice which we have soaked in the water for half an hour. So once you have added all the rice, and now let's mix it so that the rice gets sucked with all the flavors which you have added in the gravy or masalas and all, and so that when you are having the rice you get even the flavor of these masalas in your rice. So once it's done, so all the masala has been got into the rice. Now let's add some water into it. 1 glass of water. And another half glass. So for 1 glass of rice we'll add 1.5 glass of water. And now let's mix it once. So now let's close the lid in the reverse form and let it for 5 minutes, and after that take it out and give it a mix. Don't give a full mix, light mix on the top. And now close the lid and lock it and place the whistle on the top. And let it for 2 to 3 whistles. So once it's done, take it out. 2 whistles is max. And let's see how colorful our kushka is. Wow, it's nice, right? So even you try it at your home, you'll get the same flavor and same thing. So now let's serve it into a bowl and see. Nice, right? It looks so yummy and so colorful, right? So you can serve it with gravy or raita. So for the recipe of gravy, you can see the link in my description. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.